Alright guys, good evening. It's Sunday night, November 27th, and this is our trade update for the weekend. What we're going to take a look at are some new trades to be on the lookout for us. OPEC meeting this week. We'll see how crude's reacting overnight. Already some wild swings. And I'll take a look at the scan features that I've worked on this weekend. So let's get right to it and bring up Thinkorswim. Have to excuse me guys, I'm working on one monitor tonight. I just want to make sure everything is capturing. Okay, let me enhance that. Alright, great. Okay, the first thing we're going to take a look at is what I'm looking at plays for tomorrow. So take a look at a little stock called Mankind. I like the action. It closed Friday at 55 cents a share. So I've got an order in right now to buy it down at 45 cents. I'm going to raise that up. It's just a marker in there right now. So I'm going to see how it opens up tomorrow and then make my play. Got an offer in for 1,000. I'll see how it's acting tomorrow before I add any more. I'd probably like to go all the way up to about just a small play, 2,000, maybe 3,000 shares in this thing. The reason I like it is if you look, this daily chart on left side, daily chart right side, just two different little looks at some of the indicator sets that I have here. So what we've got here is we've got the bottom indicator, telling us that it's really extended to the downside. So this indicator keeps bouncing along, making higher lows, while the market here, this little stock, just keeps making lower lows. Made that final little push right in this area right here, and then huge amount of volume came in to surge it higher. So we don't know if the volume is going to carry through or not, but it's a heavily traded little stock. There's tens of millions of shares being traded in this, well, not tens of millions, but millions of shares being traded in this stock. So I like that. You can see over here, this is our little trading system that I've had programmed. So we're just waiting for a green bar to shoot up right here, and then I think it's up and away for this stock. Let's take a look at the weekly chart just to see what this thing could potentially do. Let's scrunch it down, and you can see at one time back in last year, July time frame, June, July, it traded up over $11 a share. So it's been beaten down for some reason. This is just a shot, guys. I don't know what they do, what their prospects are. I just like the chart pattern, and we will see if it bears any fruit. Alright, I also have an order in on ETRM. Just take a look at that chart. Had huge amounts of volume. Now there's definitely tens of millions of shares trading hands in this thing. It's in Terra Medics. You can see here just a huge push off the lows. I've got an order in there to buy some at 4 cents a share. Again, it's just a resting order. It's not going to I won't buy down there. I'm going to see how this thing opens up tomorrow and go from there. Sorry guys, I had to adjust the volume on another speaker here beside me. Alright, so we can see here on this chart, she's steadily gone down. Lots of volume came in to push this thing up. I don't know if there's any juice to it or not, but again, I've got an order to buy 5,000 in here, so I'll probably raise that up depending on how it trades tomorrow. We'll just take a look at it. This thing has, let's take a look at the weekly chart. Let's compress the time frame. Yeah, it was last year. Let's go back to 15. Yeah, the high last year was in the 30s. Right after the turn of first part of last year, it was 36, 38 bucks a share. So something pressed it down, and look at the volume that's coming into this thing right in here. So we don't know what the volume is, whether that's people just puking out positions at the lows, or whether that's whether they're building up a steady head of of buyers in there buying interest. We don't know, but willing to take a shot in here on about 5,000 shares. All right, so let's. What stock should we be on the lookout for bottom plays? Well, I want to go back to the well on the best businesses in the world, and let's take a look at. Oh, geez, let me pull my scan up, guys, because I forgot what it was. I think it was Lilly. You get to see this at work. So I've created watch list in the scan feature here. You can only do this in your real accounts. Paper Money doesn't offer the scan feature. It's there as a template, but it doesn't work. Alright, so I've built my watch list up, and what I want to do is I want to scan to see which stocks have lost a lot of money from the close the day prior. Lilly, it was Lilly. So it works just that quick. So I want to catch those. I missed Lilly on that first day, guys. So I should have. I didn't have the scan on this thing built until this weekend. So, but anyway, that trapped Lilly for us. Lilly, of course, big pharmaceutical, and you know, you gotta like it down here. This is one of those you close your eyes and you buy out the road. So I'm not going to do anything. I want to see if this thing pulls back a little bit, and then for me, this is exactly what I like to see. We'll put a buy trade on in this thing and hold it for, give ourselves plenty of duration, 3 months out. Whatever option trade you decide to play on this, give yourself at least 3 months out on this thing to react and give it time to breathe and move. But I don't think Lilly will stay down here very long. Let's go back and look at a weekly time frame just to see what we're. Yeah, so Lilly went all the way back, man, back into 2014 with that price. So yeah, I say she's a buy right here. A buy for a trade. That's all I'm talking about, guys. I have no idea about the fundamentals of this thing. It's just a trade. Alright, so I kind of showed you a little bit about the scan feature. So I'm looking, so I can go through the Nasdaq 100 if I want to. Just pull it up. Just to give you a demonstration on the scan feature and how this works. Because again, guys, we want to be prepared for this bull market. We want to play a couple of different approaches. And one of the most steady and safe approaches in this final leg of this bull market is going to be when they whack these best businesses in the world, and they have these huge one-day haircuts. You just step in and buy them at that point. So let's just see if we want to. We want to run this scan on the Nasdaq stocks. So Nasdaq 100 is up here in the filter. I have my, let's get rid of that, that's it. It has nothing to do with it. So this is my study right here. It's just the price change from the close of prior day. I've got it set for 2.5%. That's going to kick up a lot of stocks when we have a sell-off. But it will catch stocks, these best businesses in the world. It'll trap them. Alright, so this is 2 stocks that came up in the Nasdaq 100. Only 2 stocks off 2.5%. That's just phenomenal. So BIIB. So we can see here Biotech, Biogen had a big drop, rallied all the way back up. Went down from 293 and some change up to a high, 309. Little weakness. Yeah, I'm not nibbling on this one just yet, guys. No nibble here. This is just a demonstration to show you. And Biogen's not one of the best businesses in the world. Go back to the scan. So yeah, you can scan for anything. Like, for example, I have all kinds of scans built in here to that I can select. Let's pull up my personal and any pullbacks I have. Now they're in my, what I'm doing here is I'm scanning for a pullback in an uptrend. So I ran that scan in the penny increment options, and this is the list it pulled up. So once I have this, the link here tagged, then I just go to the charts. Don't like that one. That one's past us right now. But anyway, you get the idea. Just wanted to demonstrate this little scan feature right here. So let's see, what else do we have in store for tomorrow? Let me take a look. Oh yeah, we've got the OPEC meeting this week, so let's take a look at crude overnight. Alright, we've got a 5-minute chart up over here of crude, and then we've got trading chart, tick chart up right here. So this thing had a vicious down move off the open, down to 45.14, a stiff rally up to 46.30, and now we're pulling back just a little bit. So yeah, crude's all over the place right now, and probably will be until the 30th. That's a look at the crude market. Gold's up pretty strong right now, up about 12 bucks. It had a nice rally off the open. The markets right now are a little soft. The S&Ps, they're down 425. They'll be green by the time we open back up, guys. Don't worry. Do not fear. They will not let this thing go down. Now, I am short the Russell. And what I want to show you is the trade structure for that. Alright, this is my Russell chart. So here's price. You can see here if I'm dead wrong on this thing and the Russell rallies to infinity and beyond, in the words of Buzz Lightyear, I still make 30 bucks on this trade. What I've done here is you can see that I just need a down move to quickly get me up this theta line, and that's what I'm looking for in a market like we've had where we're extended. And of course the Russell here's ran straight up 20%, right at it. So this thing's just had a huge move. It'd be nothing to see this thing down 50, 75 points, in a day. Wouldn't be anything, and it wouldn't shake the bull market at all. It's just normal course of normal trading. So anyway, I've got this set up, and if the market does get weak and happens to do the low probability occurrence, which is probably what's going to happen, it's going to land right here at the apex, then this theta line, if I kept that position through expiration next week, this is a weekly trade, then the theta line will sink down into here, and my max loss would be $2,000. But I can protect this just by simply selling a straddle right here at this apex. And if I were to put the straddle on, once it gets back into this area right here, then I'll start looking at putting a straddle on, depending on how it moves. But anyway, real interesting trade structure on playing directional movements. If you're really not sure how this thing, if you have pot odds that the down move has to happen, but it's stubborn, like we've seen every bull market run this year, last year, year before last, they do not give them up at the highs. They just keep going, and this is the type of trade structure that you're looking for. I like it, and I'll start using it quite a bit. We'll see if we can incorporate it on some of the down moves that we're playing. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. And guys, I think that's a wrap. OPEC meeting on the 30th, so be prepared for some wild swinging crude action. We covered some of the stocks I'm looking at trading in the morning. Mankind, ETRM, both penny stocks, looking for a move up. I still have resting orders in on MDT in case that market pulls back a little bit. We're looking at Lilly to make a play in options for 3 months out. And I think that is all we need to talk about tonight. So hey guys, have a nice weekend, what's left of it, or if you're listening to this Monday morning, then have a good trading week, and I'll talk to you later. This is BA signing out.